Women make up 52% of Kyrgyzstan's 5.5 million population. 65% of women live in rural areas. Women make up 75% of rural workforce. However, their wages are lower and unemployment rates are higher than among men. Poor infrastructure, restricted access to the resources and services, limited job opportunities, inequalities, and unrecognized homemaking pose a number of challenges for rural women's empowerment. In 2014, UN Women, WFP, FAO, and IFAD joined forces to implement the Accelerating Progress Towards Economic Empowerment of Rural Women project, aiming at increasing income opportunities and enhancing leadership of rural women. To date, over 1,700 rural women in 45 villages of the Kyrgyz Republic directly benefited from this initiative. Rural women are key contributors to the Kyrgyz economy. Therefore, the RWE aims to empower women socially and economically, enhance their human capitals through skills training, capacity, and leadership building. RWE also prioritizes women to learn how to address the roots of the gender-based violence to ensure they can fully benefit their rights and opportunities.
I used to work as a primary teacher, but low salary was insufficient to support a family with 3 children. My husband didn't have a permanent job, so often we struggled to survive. A few years ago, I joined 7 other women to attend the RV training. After the training, we established a self-help group and decided to grow vegetables for selling. We live in a high mountainous area, and we never imagined we could grow vegetables in such challenging climatic conditions. But our strategy proved to be successful. Today, our group owns a greenhouse, enabling us to grow vegetables all year round and receive sustainable incomes. We plan to expand our greenhouse and involve more rural women in our agricultural business. Our greenhouse business is profitable, that we can afford all the necessities for our households and even more. For instance, recently we bought a car, something I wouldn't dream of before. We plan to extend our agricultural business and open a food canning workshop. Economic prosperity has brought us social and political dividends. We actively collaborate with local authorities to claim full rights to resources. I'm also nominated to run for a community council elections to address the numerous challenges faced by rural women. We will focus on developing rural infrastructure and opening a community kindergarten. The UN also arranged a series of leadership and gender training. Following that, we also arranged a series of community discussions on how to prevent gender-based violence. In particular, we raised the issue of zero tolerance towards child marriages and bride kidnapping. We urged our community, each and every member, to eliminate all forms of violence against women and start with their own households.
The stories of these women exemplify the massive work since 2014. Over 1,700 rural women were directly involved in income-generating activities, while thousands more benefited from immediate and long-term results. 79 women groups run businesses, ranging from traditional sheep breeding, bakery, and handicraft production to growing flowers and providing photo and video services. 190 women received training in greenhousing, dressmaking, hairdressing, and house painting. 43 rural funds are established to coordinate the activities of women-led self-help groups, support to manage the revolving funds, and represent women in dealing with local authorities.
The government of the Kyrgyz Republic fully supports the RWE, which aligns with the national sustainable development and gender equality priorities. The RWE is a good example of a holistic approach to tackle rural poverty, improve food security, and promote gender equality. Through RWE, we managed to improve a legal framework for women empowerment. In particular, we submitted 2 draft laws to the parliament, while 15 local authorities across the country continue drafting local gender-responsive development plans. I thank the UN partners and donors for their support and urge to continue funding this crucial activity.